The U.S. has imposed tough new sanctions against Iran. Its punishment for what the Americans say is Iran's support for terrorism and its quest for nuclear weapons. The new measures target the finances of Iran's military elite and its Revolutionary Guard forces. And for more, I'm joined now by the CBC's Henry Champ. Henry, what's in play here?
Rick, these are the toughest sanctions that have ever been leveled against Iran since the 1979 U.S. embassy hostage-taking in Tehran. Americans, American companies, and all American business entities can no longer do any business with any of the Iranian state-owned banks, and that includes the giant conglomerate, the Melli Bank. All Iranian funds and assets abroad and here domestically in the United States must be frozen, and there will be stiff penalties for any Americans or their companies that would break these sanctions. Here's what Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice and Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson had to say this morning.
Unfortunately, the Iranian government continues to spurn our offer of open negotiations, instead threatening peace and security by pursuing nuclear technologies that can lead to a nuclear weapon, building dangerous ballistic missiles, supporting Shia militants in Iraq and terrorists in Iraq, Afghanistan, Lebanon, and the Palestinian territories.
The IRGC is so deeply entrenched in Iran's economy and commercial enterprises, it is increasingly likely that if you are doing business with Iran, you are doing business with the IRGC.
And the U.S. timing, Henry, why now?
The why now is principally tied to what the Pentagon believes is an escalation in Iranian interference in the Iraqi conflict and growing support for terrorism internationally. There are missile sales, says America, to rogue nations, and there are continued efforts by Iran to gain nuclear weapons. Secretary Rice says, however, there still is an opportunity for dialogue diplomatically. Anywhere, anytime, she says, she will meet with her counterpart from Iran. But Iran must make significant changes in its foreign policy.
All right, the CBC's Henry Champ in Washington.